All right, guys. Garmin tutorial mini series episode 3 training keys. Let's uh let's talk about the training keys. And what I mean by training keys, I'm talking about this right here. You know, the flag, the compass, and the TT15 test collar tone. Those are the training keys. Those training keys are triggered by these buttons. So it's basically telling you what you want these buttons to do. You can completely set that up, and you can have multiple configurations. Okay. When I say multiple configurations, I'll show you what I mean. So this is a setup I have. One of the setups I have for the collar I use when I'm doing testing. Administering a test or something like that. And I use it for practice on my dog to leave my TT25, to not wear that out. But I want to show you this. The keys right here on the side. These buttons right here. Not this one right here, but these two. These are just toggles. You can toggle up and down with it, okay? So what I want to show you is I'm toggling up and I'm just walking, and these are all of the different collars or the different settings I have for the same collar. Okay, that's how you toggle through it. You can have up to 5 training keys set up. Reach my ear. Okay, so how do we do that? Let me show you. As usual, let's go to the home button, home, and let's go right there to training setup. Training setup. And then you're going to see training keys at the top. Training keys, training defaults, and stimulation traditional. That's what I have it set up. But let's just go to the training keys right now. So if you go to the training keys, there you go. So row 1 is a waypoint, a compass, and I have tone right here. Mark my waypoint. So this button's going to hit the waypoint. The middle button is going to go to the dog compass, tell me exactly where the dog is in compass form. And then this far button over here, that is the tone. Okay. And then if I toggle my side buttons right there, if I toggle through, these are the other setups I have. So my training collar, my tracking collar, the one that I actually track with, when I'm tracking with it, I have it set up with my waypoint, my dog compass, and tone. So that way, I'm walking along, I can just boom, just pop that flag down whenever I want to, without looking, or I can quickly come over here and tone Baru back really quick. Sometimes I'll toggle to the compass, but not very often. But if I have to tone her back, it's just right there. So I'll show you how to set this up by using row number 5. It's very simple. You just add item here. So let's just add item and number 5. You can decide whether you want a training command, an application, or device action, or utilities. So if you want a training command, just go to training command, select the collar you want. I'll select the TT15 test collar. And right there, tone. Mode is T. T is tone. V is vibrate. L is light. You can turn the light on the collar. M is momentary, which is stimulation. You hold the stim button down. You hold the button down, and it will momentarily send the stimulation. And you just keep holding the button, and it will momentarily. Or you have continuous. Okay. And then, which means you hold the button down, and it's going to be steady burn as long as you're holding that button down. So momentary, it's going to, in essence, pulse or send a momentary stimulation. Continuous is just going to be steady burn until you let go. I recommend just put on continuous, because if you want it to be momentary, just let go of the button. Okay. And then obviously you have your stimulation levels here, your intensity levels, low, medium, and high, and then your intensity levels 1 through whatever it is, based on low, medium, and high. Okay. So let's say I'm going to put that one as my tone button. We'll hit done. And you see now right there in row number 5, TT15 test collar is tone. I want to add an item here. So let me add one here. Now I want to add an application. Let's say I want to add, I don't know, let's just do the dog. You can add obviously any one of those things. But now let's add a waypoint. So now you see I've added a waypoint. So now my middle button is going to be the waypoint. Add another item here. Device actions. I don't know. I've never used this. I have no idea what this stuff is, but next dog info. I don't know. Maybe you want next dog info if you're running multiple collars. But you see what we can do. You can remove it, or you can change the action. You don't like what it is, just tap on it again. You can remove it, or you can change the action. I'm going to go back to applications, and I want the dog list on that one. I want to be able to just hit this button right here and get to my dog list without having to go back to my menu. So there we go. We'll hit the back button, hit the home button again. You'll see there was, let's watch this top row right here. There's my TT15 test collar, one setup. There's the stem setup. There's the one we just did, I think. No, this is the one we just did. Yeah, this is the one we just did. But anyway, you can scroll through it, and you can have whichever one setup you want. Whatever's displaying is what these buttons up here are going to do. So that's how you set up your training buttons. It can be a control feature, or it can be an application, whatever you want. So that's how you do it, guys. I hope that was simple enough to understand, and hope you got something from it. More the good, less the bad, guys. Thanks.